Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, YouTube Live. Hello, Instagram Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will just give Facebook a couple of minutes and I will do my checks just to make sure that all is well. As you hop on, say hello. Hi, Tasharina. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you are watching from this evening. I'm going to check my sound just to be sure that you can all hear me well. Let us see. Because all this technology stuff has you talking to yourself at times. Right, I know that Instagram can hear me because Tasha has waved. So thank you so much for that. From Dallas, amazing. Wonderful. How is Dallas? We've got Nathaniel. Thank you for joining. So I just need to make sure this is coming up live on the Facebook page, and then we shall start. Let us see if this is coming up on the Facebook page. Hi, Cash. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, guys. As you hop on, do share the broadcast. Please share so that we can reach as many people as possible. And yeah, let me watching from as well. Okay. Right, I see it. Right, let us share this. Let us share this post. Okay. Okay, that is all done. So thank you guys for joining me. We have only one more day left. Can you believe it? I cannot believe this Quarantine Queen Challenge has literally gone so fast. 21 days and all we have is 2 days left. Oh my God, I'm so sad, honestly. But we will do it again at some point. So for those of you that may not have known, I started the month off with the Quarantine Queen Challenge, and that was really to join as a community of women and do some meditation, workout together. You know, we set some goals, and you know, it's been amazing. We've had a WhatsApp group, and you know, we had how many? About 20 something women. And it has been such a phenomenal time. And sadly, we're coming to the end. But, you know, all things must come to an end. However, we've got something even more amazing coming up, which is the course. So it's really, the Quarantine Queen was really just a appetizer. So Cash says, shame I missed most of it. Do not worry, girl. I have all the videos on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube, you're going to see all the daily videos that I shared. And, you know, you will also have the opportunity to obviously join the course. And when you join the course, you will have the booklet that, you know, we used in the Quarantine Queen Challenge, so that should you feel to do it on your own, then you can. And let me know if you want me to join you, because believe you me, I feel like every month I will do this challenge. Why? Because it's made me feel so good. Like I have a target every morning. I'm so much more structured. And in this season of chaos, it's just given me so much accountability. It's giving me so much sanity with the kids at home 24/7. I have a goal. Like I have something that I'm doing with myself. And really that was the aim. The aim was to create an environment of accountability, an environment of stability, a challenge, and, you know, just something that, you know, you're working on. So Cash, don't you worry, girl. I got you. We still have lots of good stuff coming up. But however, if you check my YouTube channel, then you will be able to see all the previous videos as well. So you could always catch up. And in the last, how many days? 3 days, I've done live broadcast here. So if you go on the Instagram IGTV, you're going to see the videos. So no problems at all. I got you. Yeah, I thought of all of this. So today we are at day number 20. So tomorrow will be the last video. And, you know, today we are dealing with your potential. So how most people limit their potential that stops them from living in abundance. That is what we're dealing with today. Now, I said it at the start of the challenge that abundant life is for everyone. It is not limited to the rich. It's not limited to the superstars. It is not limited to a certain type of person, right? So long as you have breath, so long as God has given you life, it is your prerogative, right? It's your right to live in abundance. However, a lot of people tend to limit themselves, feel like it's something that is not tangible or possible, but it is. It's available for everyone. And part of the course and the challenge is really so that we can learn how to live this abundant life. So the training will go into a lot deeper of practical steps that we'll be doing, and the training, live coaching that will give us steps on some of the things and the problems that I've been addressing in the last couple of days. Now, today's issue is why people are limited and not living their full potential, and ultimately, not able to live in abundance. Hi, Zawadi. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So first of all, I want you to just type potential. Potential, potential, potential. We're talking about living your full potential, right? Now, one of the first hindrances, one of the first things that people struggle with is that you have not changed your perspective. So when you haven't changed your perspective, we're talking about when you've had troubles in life, we're talking about when you've been through pain, you've had failures, and, you've had things go wrong, and life brings these things happen, right? But that becomes a limit for you moving forward when you don't change your perspective. Now, the perspective I'm talking about is about yourself, perspective on yourself, right? If you keep seeing yourself as this broken person or this hurt person or the person that failed at something, you're limiting your capacity, you're limiting yourself from truly achieving anything, anything that, even if it could even be something that was so easy for you before. It happens even in business where you started something so great, you had the enthusiasm, you could do it, and it's something you're skilled at. But just because you failed at it or something went wrong, then your perspective becomes so negative about yourself that you're not able to move forward. Yeah. So that is one. Your perspective and your ability starts to change. You start thinking, do I not have the capacity? Am I not skilled enough? Whereas you are. But failure, it's made so that you can learn from it, so that you can correct yourself. Not that it should change your capacity or make you think that you're not able to do that particular thing. Yeah. So that is one. The second thing is that you have not changed your environment. Now, this is a big one. Environment is a key part in us living in abundance or us really fulfilling our true potential. The kind of environment I'm talking about is the negative environment. Yeah. You cannot be around negative people or people that are not looking to strive or to achieve, or people that are not inspired by life or inspired to be great, and you're trying to be great. That environment is not going to get you fulfilling your true potential. Yeah, it's not going to get you fulfilling your true potential. It's not going to get you motivated, and it's not going to change your perspective. Yeah, you've heard the saying that name the 5 people around you. If you look at the 5 closest people around you, how they are, how they behave, their perspective, their attitude, girl, that is you. Yeah, that is you. So if you're seeing that your environment or the people around you are very negative, then you have to change that. This is not about calling people out and saying you're this, you're that, I'm not interested. No, it is not in that way at all. It does not have to be so vile or so negative. You just have to do it for yourself and just change and limit and just start cutting off certain things. Environment is also about your surroundings and how you live life and how you do things. You just have to change that. What is it that is limiting you? Sometimes it could just be about creating the right space. For me, my workspace, this is my work desk. If this environment is not nice, I cannot work. I cannot do my full potential. It affects me immediately. Now, these are the things that people don't realize, but your environment plays a very, very, very big part. to you achieving your potential. Yeah, because you will not have oomph or energy or passion to do the things that you're trying to do if you're in a bad environment. Yeah, but your environment, again, we talked about relationships. So relationship is a big one. If you're in a toxic relationship, partnership, toxic marriage, you cannot achieve your full potential. This one happened to me. I shared my testimony, and I said to myself, for a whole decade I was in a marriage that was limiting my potential because my environment, my partner, was not supportive in what I was trying to achieve. Yeah, and you don't even realize it, but it's the small things, the not just the lack of support, but the words that somebody uses. Yeah, the way somebody reacts or approaches to when you're trying to accomplish something, the remarks, the small remarks. Yeah, those are the things that have you limited to achieving your full potential. And I worked so hard, I was doing everything right, but my environment was so wrong. So I had to break that. I had to come out of that toxic relationship. And from that day forward, from when I changed, for me, it was even physically changing my environment. It was about fleeing and leaving. Do you understand? Just so that I can have the correct environment that would enable me to fulfill my full potential. Yeah, we've got Joey joining. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that is environment. So help me type environment. We've talked about perspective. We've talked about environment. Now, the other thing, hi Millie, thank you for joining. The other thing that gets people not achieving their full potential is being stuck in your past experiences. Right, being stuck in your past experiences. You can change your environment, you can move, you can buy a new house, right? But if you're still stuck in dwelling on the past hurts, you're still dwelling on the failure, you're still blaming yourself for things that you can no longer control, you cannot move forward. You cannot achieve your full potential. Ahmed says, I took time off to learn from the best speaker. Oh, thank you, Ahmed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking your time to listen to me. And, I'm happy that it's positive for you, and I trust that it's positive for others as well. So like I said, if you're still stuck in your past, you can change your environment, you can move, you can, buy a new house and all of that. But if you're still stuck in what's happened to you, if you're still thinking about what went wrong, what you did wrong, if you haven't taken time to heal and sit down and reflect and learn from what went wrong. So for me, again, I did the work. When my marriage broke down, I realized that, okay, I need to understand what's happened. And part of the thing is, it's not about blaming, it's about ownership. You need to own your mistakes and know that, okay, this is where I went wrong. I talked about identity on the first day. I realized that I hadn't done the work of me. I hadn't identified my wants. I hadn't identified my values. Yeah, I hadn't done the work. So therefore, I attracted what I didn't want. I attracted the opposite of what I needed. Right? So I was done with the past and I had moved on, I had forgiven, and I was like, okay, that was my mistake. I moved forward, and now I know my values. Now I know my core beliefs. Now I know what I'm looking for. Now I know what is appropriate and what is needed for within a relationship. For me, I am thriving and I'm living in abundance, right? So you have to do the same things. It's not about being stuck in the past. Let go of the past, move forward, and start thinking about what you have learned from your mistakes. So that's the third one. Fourthly, again, you can do all of this, but primarily, guys, you need to change your mindset. The mindset, if you don't change the mind, then all of this is nothing. You have to change your mind. Your views on things from the old thinking, you have to create a new way of thinking based on what you're trying to achieve. You have to start, even the mind is really about what you're putting in your ears. What are you listening to? So if you've truly changed your perspective, change your environment, and you're no longer stuck in the past, you now need to listen to new things, right? Look for more inspirational stuff. No more listening to the old. Sometimes it's even music. The simple things such as music sometimes has you stuck in the past. Yeah, you have to analyze these things real deep. What are you watching? What kind of movies are you watching? Yeah, what are you allowing in your spirit? What are you allowing in your mind? You have to assess these things, and really this is the only way that you could change your mindset. Yeah, you need to find new inspiration based on what you're trying to achieve, is what I'm saying. So once you know, okay, this is what I'm working towards, find a different focus. If you're looking to go into property, then start listening to property people. If you're looking to go into business, start listening to some business mentors. Go to YouTube. Now things are so easily available for free. You could start changing your mindset simply by what you read and what you hear. If it means you have to block off a few things, like this is one thing I ask my clients. I want to see, what is your Facebook showing? Yeah. What are you seeing even on your social media platforms? You guys are good because at least you're seeing me, right? That's positive. But what else are you seeing? Sometimes it's about, you have to unfollow all the negative things that your environment is, even in your socials, right? Your social feeds. What is popping up on your screen? What is popping up on your screen when you come on? Yeah, because you can do the rest. But if you're still having these negative and toxic things popping up on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your YouTube, then how do we get to this abundance? How do we get to the potential that we're looking for if we're still stuck in the old ways? Yeah. So we have to change our mindset. And the next one, you guys, you hear me talking about this all the time, self-love. I think this should have been right at the top, to be honest. Self-love. You cannot achieve your potential or live in abundance if you're not loving yourself. Yeah, even God tells us, love yourself first. Yeah, love your others as you love yourself. So if you do not love yourself, you cannot love others. The other one, I remember, when you get on the airplane, this is another example I like to use, right? When you get on the airplane and they say, please sit down, put on your seatbelt. So you put on your seatbelt first before helping even your child. Tell me, tell me if you've not heard this. If you've been on the airplane, tell me that you have not heard them say, put your seatbelt on first before you put on others. So why do you not do it for your life? Why is it that you do not apply the same principles in your life? You're trying to help others when you haven't really helped yourself. This leads me to developing yourself. You have to do some self-development work. You cannot achieve full potential without learning and doing self-development. Albert says, depending on which airline. I think all airlines say this. I don't know which airline you're flying, Albert, but I am very sure that all airlines, all airplanes will tell you, put on your seatbelt first. Yeah, because that's really how you can be able to help others. So self-development, read some books. You have to do things differently. If you're not going to change the way you do things, you are not going to get to abundance. You're going to still be stuck in the same way. Yeah, so things have to change. You have to feel physical change in every aspect of your life, right? Next is, sometimes we are limited to receive our full potential because we do not have courage and determination, right? We don't have courage and determination to become the person that we're created to be. And most of the time, this is about self-belief and confidence, not having passion and drive in what it is that you're trying to do, having doubts. Again, sometimes it's due to what people are saying. Again, you've already changed your environment, so we're not going backwards. But it's really about having confidence and belief in what you are doing. I talked about vision in the second video. So in week 2, we talk about vision. So until you have seen that thing, until you have seen yourself to where you're trying to get to, you have to visually if you have to draw, right? If you need to draw it out. You need to see yourself the queen that you're trying to be, the king that you're trying to be. See yourself that person that you're trying to get to. That is the way of manifestation, right? What else? Sometimes as well is fear. Fear is one of the greatest things that holds us back, holds people back, right? Fear holds people back. Why? Because it's really not having, sometimes it's fear of failure, sometimes it's lack of belief, sometimes it's lack of confidence. And again, most of the time it comes with identity, because once you know yourself, you are not fearful. God did not create you to be fearful. Once you know who you are and you have confidence in who you are not to be fearful, right? You're not to be scared about what it is that you're trying to do, because you have already seen it. It's just a matter of time. You've already seen where you're trying to get to, right? So therefore, the fear factor is a big limit, yeah, to achieving full potential. Fear of the unknown. Sometimes it's, oh, what's going to happen when I get there? Well, that is it. It's business. Business is risk. And so is, it's a positive risk to take when you're trying to do things for the better. Yeah, it's a positive risk that you're taking. You're changing for the better. I mean, if the worst has happened, then it can't get any worse. Like, what do you have to lose? Right? And other times it's about fighting change. It says people, so true, people have fear to invest their money. Yeah, people have fear to invest their money. But if you don't invest, that money just sitting there, it's not going to do you any good. Invest in something, invest in a coach, invest in the business, invest in buying something that will help you, read something that will help you. You know, you have to invest in yourself. Yeah, that's also part of the personal development. Then other times it's about change. You're fighting change, right? Change has come before you, but you're fighting it. You're in a toxic relationship, you're fighting it. You want to come out, but you're still fighting yourself. Successful people embrace change. Yeah, successful people, they embrace change. They adapt to change. It's kind of like the situation we're in now. Some people, this is why people were impulsive buying, because of fear. Change has come and they don't know what to do with themselves, right? Instead of fighting it, you have to embrace it and look at, okay, change has come. How can I do things differently to adapt to this new environment, to adapt to the change that is going on? What do I need to do so that I can sustain myself in this time? Because in life, the only constant thing we're guaranteed is change. So change will happen, but it's what you do in that change that determines whether you succeed or not. Yeah, change happens, but what you do, because life has to go on, life will go on. Right, so it's either you get stuck, you stay in that position of change has happened and you're fighting it. No, I'm not going to allow this to happen. Sometimes even in relationship, the person has even moved on, like they're gone, but you're still stuck there fighting the change. In terms of instead of embracing what's happened and transforming your life and transforming yourself for the better, you are stuck in fighting change. Yeah, so you have to stop complaining about your situation or feeling sorry for yourself. And why I say change your environment, because sometimes when pain or failure or these things happen, or brokenness, heartbreak, and instead of you to change your environment and try to better things, you're stuck with people that are just pampering the pain. For me, I could not do that. I could not have people keep telling me, oh, I'm so sorry about your daughter died. Yes, my daughter went to heaven. She's in heaven and she's resting in peace. What do I then do with this pain? I turn it into purpose. What do I do with the change that's happening to my life? I adapt and I figure out how to move on by the grace of God. I seek God, I do the healing work. But if you're going to be stuck with, and the time frame is different for everyone. By no means am I, putting anybody down that is, takes longer to grieve. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that you cannot keep feeling sorry for yourself and your situations. The person left you, whoever did you wrong, they did wrong. That should not be your focus. Yeah? Because otherwise, you are just going to be stuck and limiting yourself to achieving your potential and living your life and, finding out what your purpose is. Yeah. And lastly, and this one again is a popular one, is procrastination. Procrastination is a big, big problem. I will do it tomorrow. When I wake up, I will start. And then when you wake up and things didn't go as you planned, you say, okay, I will try again tomorrow. I will try next week. Or when things are better. Oh, this is my favorite one, right? When things are settled. I don't know what that even means. What is settled? The time will not stop. If the time was to stop, if there's maybe phases where time stands still and nothing happens, then you could tell me that. But the time will go on. This time next year will come, will pass. This thing, COVID-19, will pass. So you saying, oh, I'm just going to wait, let situations get better before you just do the simplest thing, such as self-care or self-development, or look into the business idea, or look into the course, or do something with your life. Procrastination is a disease. That is, for me, it's a disease. So do not procrastinate, because you're limiting your potential. So guys, that is it. I mean, there's so many, and we can be here all night. Yeah, and I don't want to do that. So those are some of the things that limit people from achieving their potential. So what we'll be doing in week 5 of the course, so today's topic was about what we are eliminating in the week 5 of the course, and that is we're awakening and revealing the new you. So we're going to be doing the work of going from brokenness to brilliance, where in this week we will learn on how to overcome limiting beliefs. So everything I've talking about, everything I've said, we're going to learn how to overcome that. I'm going to show you the strategies that I used to overcome my pain. Yeah, the strategies that I used to release the toxic relationship, right? And we're going to learn how to build confidence through positive affirmations. Small things like that really, really work. We're going to learn how to gain strength to rise from difficulties. Yeah. And we're going to awaken and come out. It's time to come out of this bondage. Like, we're in a new decade, guys. And this is how this quarantine and this COVID-19, this change that's happened in the world just shows you how much we cannot predict life. We cannot predict what happens tomorrow. But what you can do is control your life. Your life is in your hands. So what you do with your time and your life really depends on you. So the change is upon you, and it's not on anybody else. Right? So we're going to learn how to ditch self-abandonment, lack of self-care, not having confidence, not developing yourself. This is self-abandonment. You're abandoning yourself. You're putting others before you. Right? We're going to learn how to ditch self-abandonment and learn how to put yourself first in order to get the support that you need to live life on purpose. That is what we're going to do. We're going to learn I'm going to give you some strategies on how to rewrite your story, how to undo this pain, hurt, failure, so that you can rewrite your story for the better and discover your purpose and start living in abundance. So I encourage you to use the link in Instagram. It's on my bio. On Facebook and YouTube, it should be in the description. Book your session now. Book your space rather now. We start on the 4th of June, and it's going to be for 6 weeks. Every Thursday from the 4th of June till 9th of July, we're going to be tackling these topics through a group coaching, right? So book your space now. There's early birds at the moment. And, as soon as you book, you will get a booklet. You get more information about how you could get yourself prepared. So when June kicks in, you're ready to unleash and you're ready to transform. So, that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You taking your time. Please do share. On YouTube, do subscribe to the channel as well, so you can get notifications of, my upcoming videos. I will be back tomorrow for the last day of the Quarantine Queen challenge. Oh my God. And tomorrow's one is going to be so amazing. I mean, they've all been amazing, but I'm going to wrap it up real good for you. So I look forward to see you tomorrow again, same time, right here for the final session of this Quarantine Queen Challenge. So thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And goodbye for now, and God bless.